plumb bob would be used when you'd start out. You have a place that you were starting from, a fixed point, and then one man would hold the chain at that point, and the other one would go out with the chain. They'd put these pins in the ground at the end of each chain length, and they'd use the plumb bob to line the chain up, and then somebody would come in with a wooden stake at the end of the chain and drive that into the ground. Then they'd move the transit up over top of that stake, and they'd take it sliding to the end of their chain line, and they'd use that multicolored pole there, the range pole, and they'd slide it with the transit. And if it wasn't exactly due north or east or west, depending on which way they're running it, they could tell them to move left or right, to center it, and then they'd drive another stake in, and they'd move the transit up, and the chainmen would go out ahead and
use that one for elevations and everything.
Actually, this time period, and especially in Florida, most of their angles they were doing were horizontal. They weren't doing any vertical elevating.
Because everything was
elevation of angles. Right, everything was pretty much flat.
Yeah.
And they're usually standing up to their knees in water.
Right.
All this was underwater back then, and they'd have to build little sand mounds to set their equipment up on. Yeah. And to sight from.
And it's not underwater now because we've dug all the canals and
right,
stuff
and they drained it, right, for agriculture.
Housing.
Right.
Development.
But that's an original transit that was made between 1838 and 1841. It's actually.
And when you're looking through these poles.
Right. Yeah. Now this pole originally was used to measure horizontal, just like the chain. It was used to measure anything shorter than a chain. If you came up with your chain and you were like that far from the hedges, then you could use the pole. But after a while, after they had the transit that they were using, started using this against the background because it would stand out more, and it would give them something to sight on. And it's just basically basically a telescope mounted on top of a compass, and the whole thing swings.
Okay.
And it's got a scale on the side that you can read the degrees. So if you're running a line north and south, you can read the degrees here to check for any errors. It should read 0 or 90 normally.